Let's go. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Shark Fly Fishing. We've got another cool episode for you guys coming up here.
Yep.
David and I are going to do another backpacking trip, fishing, hiking, all that fun stuff.
Gonna be colder weather this time.
Yep.
So.
As I've said, David is joining me on this trip, so you're probably already familiar with David from the prior video of us at Deep Creek.
Yeah. You don't have
He's
to.
a good backpacking companion. So.
Thanks, Nick. Yeah. I try to be.
Yep. So, so something about it's a little bit different than what we did prior at Deep Creek.
Yeah.
Deep Creek, we kind of hit it at the tail end of summer. This trip is a little bit different because we're hitting it more in that fall/winter period, right?
And with the recent weather we've had up there in the Appalachians, just this prior weekend and stuff like that, we're probably coming into a situation where there's a lot of cold precipitation, like snow and stuff that has been up, early snow that's been up there. It's melting, so the river's probably going to be going.
That's right.
Full boy.
Yeah. At least we're thinking Friday, because Friday is a lot of the precipitation that we're going to see.
Yeah.
So there is a high chance of that river getting a little bit full, but hopefully by Saturday it'll kind of tame out a little bit and we'll be able to start fishing a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this trip, David.
Yeah, I'm totally stoked, of
course. Dude.
Yeah, I love being outdoors.
Let's do it, bro. All right, man. Nice. Just a little dramatic shot. All right, I'm all packed up. Got the pack on. You see that there? David, it's getting about ready. I think it's about go time, David.
I think it's go time now.
Heck yeah, dude. All right, we'll start walking here. Get all the rest of this stuff in the truck. Yeah, final day we'll see the truck. But we'll be back. Alrighty, David and I are here.
Morning.
we just arrived here. We got our packs. David and I, we're all set, ready to go.
Do it.
And
Gotta get in before the thunderstorm comes.
That's right. We got to get to camp, get it set up
Get some shelter.
before those afternoon showers roll in here. So we got about a 2-mile hike to campsite 17. But as you can see, we're going to be following the river. I think a little bit of the way, and then I think we'll get away from it. But David, we're walking. The trip is officially happening right now, so stay tuned, guys. All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cades, Cove, and Abrams Creek. Here's the little buddy that we met on the trail early on. He just kind of had a little different look around the face than I normally see in Centipede, so I thought that was kind of a cool shot. But like I said, welcome everybody to another video. Welcome to another episode of Shark Fly Fishing. I'm really glad that you could watch this video and join us along on this trip as we go up Abrams Creek. And some prayer was needed throughout the trip up. It's about a 2.5 mile trip up the trail, but as you can tell from this shot right here, it was kind of a narrower trail. I wouldn't say super steep, but there's trails throughout the country that are much steeper in terms of like the terrain just around the trail. But this trail definitely was a little bit more difficult than, let's say, a Deep Creek or Eagle Creek, where you've pretty much got 10 feet, trail width. Over here you've got maybe 1.5 feet. So I think that's kind of a key thing to mention and to let you guys know about. This is not for the faint of heart, as David would say throughout the video, but definitely a trail that requires a little bit more expertise, I would say, in terms of the backpacking aspect. But once you get to camp and everything, and you're able to take a load off and get your camp set up, it really isn't too bad. So just a beautiful creek overall. I mean, one of the only limestone free streams in the Smokies, which is so cool because this enables the trout to just get a lot bigger. And as David's saying right there, Warden is watching. So just keep an eye out for the Warden. He's around and he's watching you. But as we got closer to camp here, you could tell that legs were getting tired, kind of had some cramps in the calves. So make sure you stretch before, and really make sure that before you start the trip, you're all good to go, and make sure that your straps around, your front and your chest area is definitely strapped down tight. I had noticed that I did not tighten those down, causing the backpack to fall back. All right, folks. We are here at campsite 17. Dave and I, we grinded, we hiked, we moaned and groaned our way up the mountain, man.
That trail
but
is not for the faint of heart. Literally.
That was a tough hike, I would say, up in this trail. Deep Creek, I feel like trail's a little bit wider, right? You've got a lot more space. This trail at some points, you're at a foot and a half. Yeah.
A lot more poolings, a lot more steep inclines,
yeah,
drop-offs, slippery rocks, exposed
exactly.
roots.
And you're crossing the river a couple of times, but it's not impossible. And we've kind of found by some local fishermen that we just passed on the way up here that the water level is down quite a bit, which is helpful in my mind, more than it being full, honestly, because it just means the fish are going to be hopefully a little bit more compact.
Right.
But finding them is just going to be just as difficult. But yeah, we got some good intel from some fishermen. That was kind of fun. I think what was their name? Aaron and Jamie or something like that. Jamie was the guy with the beard, I think.
I know the redhead guy was Aaron. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, hey guys, if y'all are seeing this video, hit us up.
Sorry, I can't remember your name.
It's been a pretty long day for us, but we got camp set up. David's got some food going here. And hopefully we can just kind of relax the rest of the day. Maybe do a little bit of hiking later on, but this is our Friday here. This is officially kind of day one. It's been a pretty good trip. So yeah,
let's get it.
Cool deal, dude. All right. First cast. Look at this, guys. Yeah, there he is, little rainbow trout. Second cast, another little rainbow trout. What the heck is going on? There it is. Swam off. I don't like that bait. Here, I'm gonna do a little camp tour of mine, and when you're ready, I'll walk over to yours. But, all right, folks. So here's what I got for my campsite here. Got the set up, obviously. Took it down, look down there, down the line. What I have is this little thermal thing sits up underneath me. And I got, there's the mummy bag right here. So that's what I'm sleeping in, right? And I got the jacket on. I normally have like a head cover on like a toboggan, but it's more of a mask. So it keeps your whole face kind of warm. There's my gear. So now we're gonna walk over here to David's.
Tidy enough.
Well, David's got a bigger tarp, as you can tell. We're both kind of low to the ground in terms of like how we pitched it kind of steep, but yeah.
I I mean, I like the room I have in my tarp's not bad. If it was like in the summertime, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
For this for the winter, I just hope it's as close to me as possible.
Just get an idea of David's setup. Here's our little laundry line. But it's been a great trip. We can't say exactly we haven't caught trout because we did catch some trout, but not exactly big enough to eat, I'd say. But
Yeah.
I think we'll be back. Yeah, so a little bit of food. We noodles because I had a freaking thing was next to it. But anyway, yeah, David, anything else? What you cooking up right there? He's cooking up the corned beef, the legendary corned beef.
We got some seasoning and oil and lime juice. I mean, we're going in it. We're gonna try to make some makeshift kind of taco type thing.
The legendary corned beef. Yeah, I mean, we got some of this. We got limes. We got some chili, some Wendy's chili. Hey, don't hate. But yeah, I mean, put in the comment section, you know, how you think this food's gonna turn out. The corned beef is quite old. It's about a year away from its expiration date, but I don't think that's a problem.
No.
You know, we brought it on every camping trip.
I don't think it's that old.
We brought it on every camping trip, and we still haven't eaten it, and we just decided about 5 minutes ago, we are going to cook this tonight.
Dude, we are it's what? We're in October.
We're going to cook this tonight.
It's still October? It's still October.
It's October, yeah.
October 2023.
It had a year and 3 months.
We got more, a year and a month and a half.
Exactly.
We're fine,
So,
y'all.
all right.
They say.
All right. Well, we are signing out. I may hike up a little bit and take some pictures because it looks like it's a beautiful sunset tonight.
Definitely a great place to come for hiking with views, for sure.
Yeah, you get some really cool,
if you're into backpacking
cool
and
spots.
hiking with views, this is a good place.
Yeah.
But it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it can be a tough trail, but yeah, I think we've had a good time this weekend. Hey guys, I really appreciate you watching the video to this point. As you can tell, we're hiking our way up on the next day. We're going towards Abrams Falls, kind of more towards Cades Cove. But this just really gives you an idea of how much color was truly out there in the Smokies that day and just how perfect of a day it was. I'd say it was like mid-60s, 70s weather, and for hiking, you really can't ask for anything better, and especially for fishing when you get a little too cold, you can get out and the sun's just gonna warm you right back up. And I didn't choose to wear waders this particular day because I knew the sun was just gonna be out and it was gonna warm me up if I ever needed to, if I ever got out of the creek. But as we hiked over to Abrams Falls, we fished a couple of spots. As you could tell, we got some small trout early on in this trip. This was a trip where, I'd kind of thought for sure I'd be able to get on some trout, but it was very difficult throughout this whole trip. And I would say it was very unique for me to be able to fish a waterfall like this, just because of the deep pools that you can get. And I was hoping to get a trout that was hungry, but as you can tell, it was just really kind of difficult to get anything to bite. And what I was using was a streamer and just kind of stripping it back towards me a little bit, just kind of jigging it more or less. But just a really cool place to be and just to wind down and relax after a very, very long hike. A very good place just to relax for a good little bit before you need to make that hike back, which is another, I'd say, 2 miles back to camp. But regardless, I think we both had a great time out there and just hiking up and just seeing all the different, tributary streams that come into Abrams Creek and just all the beautiful sights. Just hiking our way back towards camp. So thank you guys again for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you can watch some more videos and get out and fly fish. All right, what's going on, guys? Checking in from HQ here. David and I got ourselves a nice little fire tonight. We're just cooking up some dinner. David and I today, I think we woke up relatively early, right? And I kind of went fishing. David made fire, got some breakfast going. And we kind of spent the day hiking up to Abrams Falls. As you guys could see, it was super cool. Just tons of color out here, man. I mean, that's just
Dude,
the highlight of our trip.
The best season to be out here.
It's fall 2023.
Yeah.
Campsite
Especially
17.
going up closer to the falls. You know, it's pretty steep, intense climb, but then it's got nice, just flat ridge points where it just kind of goes around the mountain.
Yeah.
Excellent views on all of them.
Exactly.
Looking out. Though, be careful, it's very narrow.
Yes.
Kind of shale type rock that's easy to slip on if you're not careful.
There are some sections, mainly coming up to 17, that are kind of tough. But for the most part, getting up to Abrams Falls from 17 is pretty good. It is mostly uphill. And for you fishermen out there, not a whole lot of opportunities to fish. I'd say there's probably 2 or 3 stops along the way, and then that is probably your best chance to actually get into the water and just make your way upstream. I know, and I saw some great pockets and pools.
Or possibly come in at Cades Cove and go up past Abrams Falls.
Exactly, and then you've got access to both of the horseshoes, which...
I think everything down here, just at the bottom of Abrams Falls, there's just not a lot going on with it.
Yeah, exactly, and I was kind of thinking that earlier today. I mean, the higher up you go, I don't know, maybe the better chance you have, but at the same time, the water level is down. No, I wouldn't say it's like a critical level or anything, but I guess, you know, fall, I can remember fall this time last year, there were some water levels that even made the old men question what was going on. So I don't think we've got that situation unless we go to Cherokee tomorrow and just can tell immediately, yeah, the water level is super down, but... All right, folks. I think that's about the end of the trip there. This is the last day, obviously. We've basically packed up, as you can tell. Baby, can you tell this is our campsite?
Yeah.
I can't tell this was our campsite, dude. I mean, we just did
was it
such
campsite or is it our campsite?
that it was ours.
It definitely looks like it was.
I think we did a good job.
I was definitely here.
Hiding everything. Well, not hiding, but cleaning up.
Recovery.
Leave no trace.
Leave no trace. Leave less trace.
Leave less trace and better memories.
I mean, we left a cool
Boom.
fire pit.
Yeah, so, yeah. Baby, it's a pretty good trip overall, man. We're starting the hike back now. And, you know, we're going to end the trip on a couple small trout, which is okay. You know, we'll be back for more. Seems like this is probably going to be the close for 2024 or 2023. We'll see y'all in 2024 for Great Smoky Mountains. David, overall, how would you rate this over Beat Creek?
In terms of views and trails, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
Campsite's okay.
Yeah. About the same, maybe.
In terms of trout fishing, definitely not as
Right.
Waterfall was cool.
Yeah. Abrams Falls.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, yeah. Only a 2-mile hike from camp, or maybe a little bit more, but that was fun. It was basically our day yesterday.
Those up there are really good.
Yeah, some of the views are really pretty, and obviously you just get tons of color out here. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful up here, people. So, I think this is David and I signing off. We appreciate y'all watching this video. Stay tuned for some more, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace out. Shark fly fishing out.
More than watching.
All right.
More than one. More than one.
All right, guys. This is us leaving Little Bottoms Campground, aka Campsite 17. Woo-wee! That was a cool trip, guys. I think we learned a lot on this trip, mainly that later in the season it's probably best to go downstream and catch fish, where we were already starting the fishing 2 miles up the river and then basically kind of fishing our way up towards Abrams Falls, that is. And that was day 2 that we were doing that. But as I kind of came back towards camp after Abrams Falls, I started realizing that maybe down the stream, kind of in some of these shots, the fish would be holding out. Maybe, like I said, further downstream where the pools might be a little bit bigger and deeper, for them just to relax in. And you know, when the cold snap that had just come through, when it's like that, the fish want to go deeper in the water. They don't want to hang out in the shallower portions, because it's actually going to be warmer lower in the water column, especially during those times of the year where it is just brutally cold and they need to find some aspect of warmth. So yeah, I mean, that was one aspect of the trip that I think I learned about, just in terms of like fall fishing. So you've really got to make sure that if it's that kind of season, just to be prepared. But overall, guys, I thought this was just such an awesome and great trip. Good time with David. And definitely do it again. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Oh yeah. I feel about 100 times better. Alright guys, that is the end of the trip. David and I have gotten back to the truck. I've only got 2% battery left, but oh, that was a good hike back. Some more beautiful colors, some more sight sounds, and we're back to Charlotte.
Yes,
Catch
sir.
you guys later.
Ciao, Pascal.